ever thought, I just need more traffic? And then realize that even with decent traffic, things still feel messy, confusing, or harder than they should. Today, we're talking about the one funnel mistake that quietly creates overwhelm for bloggers and how a simple check can instantly bring clarity.
Welcome to today's training. The one funnel mistake that makes everything feel harder than it should. We get it. If you're a blogger who's been building for a while, for a long time, you're an OG, this is going to feel very familiar. You create content, you drive traffic, you grow your audience, you try to monetize, you do all the things. You piece together the opt-in, the email, the links, the pages, and on the surface, it looks like you've made progress.
But underneath, many bloggers feel confused about what happens after someone lands on their site, uncertain of whether their funnel is even working, potentially overwhelmed by tech decisions, unsure of what to fix first. So today we're breaking down why most bloggers think they need more traffic when the real issue is funnel confusion, the simple funnel check that reduces overwhelm immediately, and how to get clarity without guessing. So before we dive into that, I want you to go ahead and text the word flow to 251-644-6701 to get your free printable. And let's dig in, Crystal.
Let's dig in. So what are you going to learn? You're going to learn the most common funnel mistakes that bloggers make. You're going to learn why funnel confusion feels like a traffic problem. Okay. You're going to learn how to run one simple funnel clarity check. You're going to learn where overwhelm actually comes from and how real-time support removes all the guessing.
That's a big one. How real-time support removes all the guessing, right? So what are you going to walk away with? You're going to walk away with a clear understanding of your current funnels or funnel system. You're going to walk away with relief from feeling like you're missing something obvious. You're going to walk away with one immediate action to simplify your next step, and you're going to get a path to get a second set of eyes whenever you need them.
Yep. All right. So what is the number one funnel mistake that bloggers make? Building pieces of a funnel without mapping the flow. Most bloggers do this. They add an opt-in, they start an email list or take that opt-in and add it to their email list. They create a freebie, they add affiliate links, and then they build a page that it leads to or a sales page later. Those are all good steps, okay? Those can make sense.
For sure, but without a clear flow, you've created confusion about what comes next and uncertainty about whether anything is even working at all. Like you're not seeing people, you're not seeing conversion. So now you're overwhelmed. You don't even know where to start, what to fix. And you're constantly second guessing yourself, your decisions, and your business. So the issue is not effort. The issue is funnel confusion.
So here is why funnel confusion feels so heavy and potentially even debilitating. It creates this invisible overwhelm. Okay. So for those of you who get overwhelmed and you just freeze, this makes sense. When you don't know where the traffic should go, what action a reader should take, what happens after that opt-in, what email sequence they should go to, like all of this, it's decision fatigue, right? Every decision feels bigger than it really is. And all of these decisions feel heavy because you don't know the answer. Okay.
And then it looks like a traffic problem, right? So we assume I just need more people. But if the funnel's not clear, then more traffic is just going to equal more confusion. More tools is going to equal more complexity. And more effort is just going to equal more overwhelm. Traffic isn't the fix at this point in time.
Right.
Flow is. Flow.
Right. So then what happens is it starts to create this tech anxiety because funnels are both strategic and technical. So when something feels off, then bloggers start to wonder, am I missing something obvious? Did I must have set something up wrong? I understand why you would feel that way.
I should hire somebody.
Is the tech part of this broken? And sometimes even when you feel like you've done it right and you're confident about it, you've done it wrong. Remember when you set up something, Kelly, in like back when you had active campaigns still, and then you realized, oh, like I think people weren't being tagged or something. I mean, there are so many things that can happen. And this uncertainty that uncertainty starts to drain your momentum, and you start to second guess everything, and you'll shut down. It's hard.
They weren't being tagged, so nobody was going through the funnel. It was all set up, and the tag was set there. Or I think the tag was like funnels, and I was tagging them with like funnel, like something so simplistic that I couldn't find it. And I got somebody to help me, and they couldn't find the problem either. They're like, it's all there. It was like, so simplistic. But anyway, it drains you. You're like, man, I've had 3,000 people look at this post in the past 2 days, and nobody has signed up for anything.
Right.
So the truth is, you don't need a brand new funnel. I didn't need a brand new funnel. I didn't need to create more products and opt-ins and all of the things, right? I needed a funnel clarity check. Mm-hmm. When the flow is clear, decisions get easier, tech feels simpler, next steps become obvious, and progress feels lighter.
So here is the simple funnel check, the simple funnel clarity check. I want you to ask yourself 3 things. When someone lands on my blog, which one step is the next step that you want them to take? Okay. That's really going to help you. That is a must when you're building out a funnel. Okay. Easy step. Number 2, after they take that step, then what is next? And number 3, does each step feel obvious to a stranger? That is super important.
Yes. Because if any of those 3, if any of the answers to those 3 questions feels unclear, you found your bottleneck, right? It's not traffic. It's not motivation. It's not effort. It's clarity. That's it. Mm-hmm. So your key takeaway, most bloggers think they need more traffic, but what they really need is a clearer funnel path, because confusion creates overwhelm. Clarity, however, creates momentum.
Right. So if this actually raised more questions than answers for you, that's normal, because this is a big topic, and funnels sit at the intersection of tech, strategy, and user experience. Ooh. And that's a big place to be.
Yeah. Okay. What that means is most people should not be figuring them out alone. Do you know corporations hire entire teams to build a funnel? Entire teams. Mm-hmm. Crazy, right? So this is what you get inside of our 6-figure mastermind. You get an entire team to help you create your funnels. They help you set your tech and figure out your strategy and test your user experience so that you don't have to guess, so that you get answers right away and you can move forward.
This is where real-time support comes in. If you want a second set of eyes on your funnel, we actually have someone, Monique, who is one of the trainers in our program, and she covers funnel and tech questions. She does an office hours every single week, and you get to show up and say, hey, Monique, give me your thoughts on this. And she can give you answers, and she can take a look at it. Okay.
Don't really know what you should even create? Angela, another of our trainers, walks through strategy and next steps in our weekly live mastermind. Actually, Angela and Monique cover our weekly live mastermind. Angela also does user experience walkthroughs and audits of your site. So funnel confusion is both technical and strategic, and that is why real-time feedback makes such a huge difference. Mm-hmm. This week, do one thing. Open your blog, click through as if you're a brand new visitor. Notice where you might feel unsure of what to do next, where you just know I should do it because this is my blog, as opposed to seeing the step that makes you do it. Okay. Mm-hmm. That moment of uncertainty is your first clarity fix. And if you can't see it, it's all the more reason why you need another set of eyes.
Yep. The one funnel mistake. The one funnel mistake that makes blogging feel harder than it should is trying to piece all of this together without seeing the big flow or the big picture. I'm a big picture person. I need to be able to see it all, wrap my head around it, and then move forward. You don't need to rebuild everything. You need clarity on what happens next. And that's really important.
And if you want a second set of eyes on your funnel, we have some major experts in our mastermind that can cover some of that in their office hours, in your 2-in-1, or in critiques.
It's really a one-on-one.
So you've got that.
And don't forget,
1-on-1. I'm saying 2-on-1. You've got it. You don't have to guess your way through this. There is a link down in the description if you would like to join us.
Yep. And if you want today's free printable, make sure that you text the word flow to 251-644-6701. If you text that number and you don't get the printable, that means that you D&D'd us. Here's how you fix it. Text the word start and only the word start. Wait about 30 seconds. It'll get you cleared, all clear. And then text the word flow to that same number. And that's it. Don't text extra words. That's also another issue. If you're texting extra words, it's just the one word to prompt the automation. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.